It's about to go down.
It's lovely pass, and nearly turns cleverly. Can he find a finish? Oh, he can!
Skilled by Joshua, and a return right hand. Good counter right. Bullen is hurt. Second right hand. That clipped him as well. Now he goes in for the kill.
Well, Ricciardo is inching into the lead, and Ricciardo that win the Italian Grand Prix!
Gonzalo running the floor.
Still leading the way with Canada in there too, with the Netherlands.
Musa makes it 4 goals in 2 World Cup matches.
The Monaco Grand Prix! Ricciardo triumphant in Monza.
Through Bowden, Barrett, and an early touch and an excellent...
Sports Orbit. We make the world go round.
Thank God it's Friday, and that's how I welcome you to today's episode of Sports Orbit. My name is Afa Acho, and on today's episode of Sports Orbit, as always, it's going to be a bumpy and exciting package. Well, first we'll begin straight from the home front where Nigeria's record-breaking sprint star, that's Tobi Amusan, has been unveiled as a new brand ambassador for telecommunications giant, that's Globacom. Amusan, who is the first female athlete to be signed by the company, is the first Nigerian ever to win gold at the World Athletics Championships after racing to a stunning world record time of 12.06 seconds. She also won gold at the 2022 Commonwealth Games in Birmingham, United Kingdom. Speaking at the unveiling, Amusan promised to be a worthy ambassador of the telecommunications company and said it has a history of rewarding hard work. According to her, Globacom is a company that I've always admired, and I'm delighted to have this opportunity to work with them. As we all know, it has a long history of rewarding excellence and empowering people. I am happy to join a long list of stars like Anthony Joshua, Mikel Obi, Osaze Otemwingi, among others. As a global ambassador, I hope to mentor and inspire younger people to achieve their goals. I'm going to do my very best to be a good representative of the company and use that to inspire the next generation. However, I'm grateful to the chairman, Dr. Mike Adenuga, for giving me this amazing opportunity. And thanks to everyone that has made it possible. And I'm also thankful to everyone that has taken the time out to attend the event. She also advised Nigerian youth to be focused and go for whatever they set to achieve. So from here, we can only say congratulations to Tobi Amusan and what a year she's had. I mean, after breaking records at the World Athletics Championships, she also went to the Commonwealth Games, won gold, and also, created some historic moments at the Commonwealth. And since her record-breaking performance, she hasn't been short of awards and honors from left, right, center. Recall that just about 2 weeks ago, she was also awarded became a member order of the Niger, awarded to her by President of Nigeria, Muhammad Buhari. Also in that event, she was also, splashed with some good sums of money. Not forgetting that also at the Diamond League, she also got about $30,000 for, winning that event. So we say congratulations to Tobi Amusan, and we can only hope that she continues to do more. And I mean, the sky will be the starting point for her from this point on as she continues to grow and, achieve greater strides in her career. Away from that now to that's talking about the National Sports Festival that's taking place in Benin City, the Edo State capital, in November. And as ahead of the 2022 Sports Festival will be held in Delta State. Ahead of that competition, the Edo State associations under Edo State Sport Commission have commenced trials for athletes, with Taekwondo and Athletics Association selecting 32 and 70 athletes respectively for camping preparatory to the November 28, 2022 games in Delta State. The Taekwondo Association, after the highly competitive engagement at the Samuel Ogbemudia Stadium, selected 32 athletes from both men and women weight categories. According to the head coach, Otto Anjorin, the 32 list of athletes invited to camp will be prone to 16 after the camp trial. He said that the 16 best that will emerge after the camp trials will be representatives of Edo State at the National Sports Festival in Delta State. Coach Anjorin revealed that his team has been organizing trials for their athletes, that the one that produced the 32 for camping was the concluding part of the third quarter trials. First and second athletes in each weight category will qualify for camping and go for the final trial in camp to get one person in each weight category, 8 male and 8 female respectively. Some of the successful athletes in the combat sports include Kabiru Momodu and Brian Osa Noma in the male welterweight, Razak Musa and Aigbo Zena in the male lightweight. Others include Benjamin Okomose and Olumuya Tofumi in the men heavyweight categories. In the women category, Judith Yusufa and Esther Jegede were successful in the welterweight, while Ovokon Egbon and Favor Ugu made it in the lightweight. Ameze and Divine Blessing picked the slot in the heavyweight category. Meanwhile, a total of 70 athletes have been penciled down for camping in the Athletes Association after a 2-day eventful trial at the Samuel Ogbemudia Stadium in Benin. According to the assistant coach of Edo Athletics, Sogbaye Ayopo, the trial, which is organized for the selection of Edo team for the National Sports Festival in Delta State, this year will be concluded during the camping final trial, which is expected to reduce the team to 48 that will represent the state. Coach Ayopo said that his team is working hard to ensure that they overthrow the track champions Delta, who were dominant in Edo 2020 games in Benin with 11 gold, 9 silver, and 12 bronze, while Edo settled for the second spot with 9 gold, 6 silver, and 3 bronze medals. The 2022 Delta Games have been rescheduled to begin November 28 and end on the 8th of December 2022. So for Edo State, preparations in high gear, especially for their athletes who will be participating in that event. So I read here, trials have begun, and this time around they are hoping that they emerge overall winners. Recall that the last time Edo State hosted, Delta State actually came on top, defeating Edo State in when it comes to the medals table in their home ground. But this time around, reverse is the case. Delta will be hosting, and Edo State are hoping that this time around they will come first in Delta State, just like Delta State did previously while they hosted. Well, we wish the athletes enough and all of the luck that they'll need going into that competition. Now to some football matters where Emmanuel Amunike is ready to take up the challenge of working at Zambian Super League club Zanaco FC. Amunike and his assistant Emeka Amadi were unveiled on Thursday by the team. The 51-year-old is excited to take up the challenge of managing a club in a new country. He said, "It is my first time coaching in Zambia. I'm bringing my experience to the Zambian league and hoping to pass it on to the coaches here and hoping they grow more than myself," he told the club's official website. "I will be happy to see the players that will pass under me to do better." The former Tanzania manager also said he guarantees hard work. He said, "I can guarantee you that we will work hard. At times you will see me play on the field with the players so that we can give them confidence and hope they can do better than us coaches. I want to help the players grow," Amunike said. The former African Footballer of the Year has managed clubs in Nigeria, Sudan, and Egypt in his previous coaching and managerial career. He was once in charge of the Nigeria under-17 team, the Golden Eaglet, and the Tanzania national team in that order. So, congratulations to Emmanuel Amunike. This is hoping that he continues to do the nation proud. Recall that he was the coach that qualified Tanzania to their first ever Nations Cup in over 20 years. The last time Tanzania qualified was in 1980, and that's over 40 years, if you ask me. And Emmanuel Amunike has come once again to, dominate. And congratulations to him. We hope that he does well in Zambia, and this is hoping that it will only be a step to bigger and better things in his career. We hope that one day he ends up even being the substantive coach of the Super Eagles. Recall that he, alongside Austin Guavon, were tasked with were given the task of qualifying the Eagles for the World Cup, but unfortunately, time didn't have enough time to, get acquainted to the job, and that was not yet to be. Well, we say congratulations, and we hope that this time around it will be a successful tenure as coach of Zanaco FC. Away from that now to some NPFL news where Rivers United have announced the signing of Liberian winger Albert Kova from Watanga FC. Kova penned a 3-year contract with the NPFL champions, where the talented winger attracted interest from Rivers United following his superb display for Watanga FC in the CAF Champions tie between both teams. Stanley Eguma's Rivers United won the tie 3-1 on aggregate, but Kova was a thorn in the flesh of their defense in the two-legged contest. He will link up with his new teammates in camp as they step up preparation for the CAF Champions League first-round fixture against Wydad Casablanca of Morocco. The first leg is billed for the Adoke Amir Siamaka Stadium in Port Harcourt next week, Sunday. So, for Rivers United, they've signed up this talented Liberian, after he impressed highly in their CAF game that was played over 2 weeks ago. Well, for Rivers United, they're still very much in the competition, and we are hoping that they get one better this time around. Recall that since Eyimba recorded that famous victory in the 03 and 04 edition of the Champions League, actually winning it back-to-back, no Nigerian team has been able to match that exploit. And we only hope that for Rivers United, they can do better this time. Of course, I recall how they won the NPFL, scoring the highest number of points, highest number of goals, and breaking records in the NPFL. Those records that have not been shattered for a long time, but Rivers United did well to emerge champions. And going into the new season, we can only hope that Rivers United will pick up from where they stopped, last season. Away from that now to some boxing news where Tyson Fury has returned to negotiations for the all-British heavyweight super fight with Anthony Joshua. But Fury has set his rival another deadline and called for him to sign the contract for their showdown. Recall that Tony Joshua and Tyson Fury were billed for a showdown in December, which is dubbed the Battle of Britain. But according to Fury, he on Monday, after a series of rants on social media, on Instagram to be precise, he called Joshua out and said Joshua was a coward for not being able to put pen to paper to finalize the details of that contract. But on the side of Joshua, they said they still stand by their earlier submission that there are a lot of gray areas in that issue that needs to be trashed out. Of course, things like TV rights, purse each boxer is going to take after the fight, and all of that. It's not like Joshua has chickened out of the fight, but according to Tyson Fury, he feels Joshua is actually scared of him and not ready to fight. So both Joshua and both Fury and Joshua are aligned with different broadcasters, bringing those networks to an agreement on a TV deal was seen as a key stumbling block in the negotiations for this fight. But Fury has claimed that the rival broadcasters are all happy with the terms. In his word, he said, "So the deadline was Monday. I allowed Frank to continue doing meetings with your team and your broadcasters and all that. Now we have BT, DAZN, and ESPN all on the same page. They are happy with everything. They are ready to rock and roll," says Tyson Fury. Well, we hope that Joshua does well to sort out all the gray issues and his team in that contract, so we can see. It's a fight that a lot of people are waiting for, the Battle of Britain. We'll go on a quick break and then we'll come back. Sport Orbit continues. Don't go nowhere.
For sponsorship and advert placements, please contact 080-3688-6158. Last Word Leadership Podcast Studio. You have the last word. For sponsorship and advert placements, please contact 080-3688-6158. Last Word Leadership Podcast Studio. You have the last word.
Sports Orbit. We make the world go round. Sports Orbit. We make the world go round.
All right, welcome back from that break. It's still Sports Orbit right here on Leadership TV. Now to some tennis news where Novak Djokovic has put up a dominant performance to ease past Pablo Anjuja and advance to the quarterfinals of the Tel Aviv Open. He scored an easy 6-0, 6-3 win to make it to the last 8 at the Tel Aviv Open. The Serb was at his dominating best as he took charge of the match from the get-go. The wrist pain that seemed to bother him during the Lever Cup over the weekend also seems to be a thing of the past. Djokovic will face Vasek Pospisil for a place in the semi-final. Game comes up later tonight, and we'll keep an eye on that and give you update as it comes. Away from that now to some English Premier League. Recall that as a result of what matches have returned, most matches actually are returning to the EPL this weekend. Recall that a lot of matches were suspended in the course of the 2 weeks ago as to honor the Queen, but full action will be back in various centres this weekend. And of course, first off will be a North London derby as Tottenham travel to, the short trip to the Emirates to confront table-topping Arsenal. That game comes up early kickoff. It is 12:30 p.m. It is tomorrow. And in the other game, also a London derby this time around, it will be Crystal Palace who welcome Chelsea at 3 p.m. tomorrow. For Liverpool, they will be at Anfield to be hosts of Brighton in that one. Well, for Fulham, also Newcastle will also travel all the way to Craven Cottage to take on Fulham in another matchup for the day. While on Saturday, also tomorrow, it will be Southampton up against Everton in that one. And of course, the big one on Sunday match that a lot of people have been talking about is the Manchester City derby, which of course United will make the short trip to the Etihad to take on Man City. A lot of fans and football watchers are looking forward to this game. For many, they feel this will be a match to truly assess the strength of United. Recall that United have won 4 matches on the bounce after losing their first 2 opening games in the EPL. But even though they've played Liverpool and Arsenal along the way, a lot of pundits still believe that this game tomorrow will show if United have really, really improved when it comes to the acquisitions they've made this season with a new coach and the style of football that he loves to play. So we'll keep an eye on all of these interesting games as they unfold. Now, a quick look at the table there where Arsenal are still sitting on top of the log, 18 points after 7 matches, just 1 point above second place Manchester City. For Tottenham also have 17 points, just 1 point behind Arsenal. So that tells you that match, that London derby, is an all-important encounter, because a win for Tottenham will see them, go to the top of the table, and of course, depending on the outcome of the Man City and United game. Well, Brighton doing so well so far. Brighton are fourth on the table, while for Man United, they are currently lying on the fifth position. I can say that a remarkable improvement from where they began at the beginning of the season, where after 3 games, United were languishing at the bottom of the table, but now they've made some serious improvements and they are fifth on the table. So interesting matchups to look forward to this weekend, and hopefully on Monday we'll come back and give you a complete review of all the exciting matches as they go down in the EPL and in other leagues across Europe. So with that, we draw the curtain on today's episode of Sports Orbit. On Monday, we'll be back with another fresh and exciting episode of the program. My name is Afa Cho. Stay safe out there and have a lovely weekend.
Thank you for watching. For sponsorship and advert placements, please contact 080-3688-6158. Last Word Leadership Podcast Studio. You have the last word.